Hey, what's up everybody? It's the Hyphenate here, and today we're going to talk about the Zoom H6. It's a professional audio recorder that has been out for a little over half a decade now, but in 2020, this thing is still a beast. It's extremely versatile, can be used for podcasts, film sound, music, and even be hooked up via USB to work as an audio interface. This thing can pretty much do it all. It's a 6-track portable handheld recorder with interchangeable mic capsules. It has a full color screen that's also visible during the day. It has 4 inputs that can each accept either XLR mic or 1/4-inch 20-inch line input. When using XLR, each input also supports the ability for phantom power. The XY mics can be adjusted with a pickup area of 90 degrees or 120 degrees. With this unit attached, it also has a 3.5mm line stereo jack input, and when that's in use, the XY mics are not active. The Zoom H6 also includes a stereo MSH6 capsule to record in a mid-side configuration. Its front-facing directional element picks up direct signal, with the side-facing bidirectional element capturing ambience. The H6's integrated MS decoder allows you to adjust the perceived width of that stereo image. Zoom also sells other capsules that can be used with the H6. They have one that's designed as a shotgun mic, and they have another one that allows you to have an additional 2 XLR inputs, though those will not allow you to use phantom power. When it comes to audio format, you can record in either WAV or MP3 at various resolutions. And to actually record the audio files, there is an SD card slot on the H6. To monitor your recording, there is a 3.5mm headphone jack, as well as a 3.5mm line output jack. When it comes to the design and build, I think it's really well made. It's solid and balanced. It's constructed of hard plastic, but it doesn't feel cheap. Now, also on the top are buttons for each individual input. To activate any of those inputs, just click on any of the buttons and you'll see a red light turn on. If you want to deactivate that input, then just click the button again. Also, you'll see a transport for stop, play, pause, previous, next, and record. It's definitely not something you want to drop. It's designed to be able to last many years, and Zoom has a very good reputation of their products lasting a long time. It's not that heavy, and when you add the 4 AA batteries that are required, it does add a little bit more weight, but it's still not that bad. It fits very nice in the hand, and it's easy to transport. It's very portable, and if you want to make this smaller and more compact, you can actually take off the capsules if you plan on not using them. When you have 4 fully charged batteries, this can record up to about 20 hours non-stop. Zoom also sells a separate power adapter that you can connect to the wall. The button layout and controls are very well ergonomically placed. It has rubber corners on the bottom so it won't slip or move too easily when placed down on a smooth surface. On the bottom is the battery compartment, as well as a 1/4-inch 20 thread. There's also a speaker so you can listen to your recordings, but personally, I recommend using headphones instead. If you look at the top of the Zoom H6, there are 4 knobs, one for each input, that allows you to adjust the gain or the volume of those inputs. Each one also has a -20 dB pad, so if you know you're going to be recording something that's a very hot signal, something that's very loud, you might want to use that pad switch. Now you can record each individual input into its own separate mono file, or you can actually record stereo audio files where 1 and 2 get grouped into one recording, and 3 and 4 inputs get grouped into their own recording as well. So if you were recording 4 people and you wanted to have the least amount of files, you could have 2 stereo files, 1 and 2 being on one, 3 and 4 being on another. But each of those stereo recordings would have one input on the left and another on the right. Now, if you want to record each input as a separate mono file, then when you see your mixer, each input should have their own channel. But if you want to group them, all you have to do is press the 1 and 2 or the 3 and 4 buttons together, hold it down until you see in the mixer that the channels change from separate channels to a grouped channel, with one input being left and one input being right. And then to deactivate the grouping, then press and hold those 2 buttons again until you see in the mixer that the channels are now separated. Now, also on this channel, I have a tutorial that shows you how to take one mono input and put that into a stereo recording to go both out of the left and right channels. I have a link for that tutorial in the description. Now let's talk about the actual audio quality and the functionality. Like most other Zoom products, the AD converters are great and their mic pre's sound really good with very low noise floor. Overall, I'm very happy with the quality of the audio. It's very pristine and very clean. One of my favorite things about the H6 is that it has a built-in compressor and limiter that can be activated for each individual input. Now, when I do my podcast, I always make sure to use the compressor. It really does make a big difference and helps make it so much better. Now, when it comes to the menu system, it's actually pretty simple to use. There isn't too much to it. There aren't a lot of menus to go into. Everything is pretty simple and laid out nice and neat. Now, another really cool feature about the H6 is that you can actually mix and bounce out a finalized track from your recordings directly in the H6. So let's say we recorded 4 or 6 inputs. I could actually edit and mix it in the H6, adjust the levels and get it to where I want it to, and then I can export a stereo file, a single stereo file of everything together. So if you don't have a computer or if you are on an extreme time crunch, you can do it all in the H6, export it as one finalized file, and you're good to go. Now, personally, I prefer to edit and mix in post, but it's really awesome that they have that feature in the H6. There are also some pretty other dope features. There's a metronome, there's a tuner if you play guitar, and there's a feature called pre-record, which when active allows you to actually record the 2 seconds leading up to the moment you press record. There's another feature called backup record that when you use that will actually record a duplicate of the input that's coming in to a separate file with -12 dB. So if someone gets really loud or something gets really loud and now you clipped and peaked on your recording, that backup file, which is lower in volume, will allow you to actually probably not clip. And now you can use that when you're editing to replace the part that did clip in your original recording. The Zoom H6 retails right now currently for about $300, and it comes with a hard case. It comes with the XY capsule. It comes with the MS-H6 capsule, USB cable, 4 AA batteries that are not rechargeable, and a windscreen for the XY capsule. For the price point, I don't really think there's a better recorder that's more versatile on the market. In 2020, I still highly recommend it, again, for podcasts, film sound, music, or even as an audio interface. Zoom has a pretty great reputation in various industries. It's known to last long, has great value, a lot of features, and great sound. Personally, I highly recommend it, and if you're interested in getting it, I do have links in the description where you can purchase them from either B&H Photo or Amazon. It doesn't change the price that you get it at, but it does help this channel. Please make sure to drop a like on this video, drop a comment below if you have any questions, and please make sure to subscribe. I have a lot more videos coming soon. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.